I thought as we get back to Mass that it would be important to take an opportunity just to orally describe what is this going to look like. In addition to Mass, though, we'll also be getting Eucharistic adoration in the mornings from 6:45 to 8 a.m., starting with morning prayer. You're welcome to join us if you want. I will, however, keep the offices closed during this time, at least for a couple weeks, as I think that's just safer. You can continue to mail in donations or donate online, because we still have expenses. Thank you for those who have generously did so we don't get too far behind in all of our needs. But for other business, like Mass intentions and things, feel very free to call the parish, mail things in, or I'm sure we'll work things out. Let's get to the Mass itself. First of all, it's important to know that one does not have the obligation to go to Sunday Mass. That continues to be dispensed for those who are not comfortable. And for those who have underlying health conditions and things, the bishop actually recommends that maybe you don't come just for your own safety. If you are sick, notice any type of symptoms in any way, you're definitely encouraged or even asked to stay home during this time. I will continue to live stream the Mass for those of you who are not able to come. I'll live stream both the 8:30 a.m. as well as I plan on live streaming the 10 a.m. as well. Speaking of Mass times, yes, they're going to be a little bit different. I want to add Mass times, mainly for the point of not having to turn anybody away because of less numbers being able to come. So we'll have Mass on Sundays, Saturday evening, of course, starting at 4 o'clock, we'll have one Mass, and also at 5:30 p.m. we'll have another Mass. Then at 7 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 10 a.m., 11:30 a.m., and then 7:30 p.m. at night. So we'll do that for a couple weeks, and that should give plenty of opportunity for people to spread out at the different Mass times, and for us to not have to do any overflow in the social hall, for instance. Now, regarding Mass and how it all works, know that we will be wiping down the pews after every single Mass with disinfectant, so that will help in terms of keeping things safe. Also, in the norms that have come out, there's not to be any congregational singing. So the singing will be different in the sense, if you do sing, I guess just sing quietly underneath your face mask, because vibracious singing can allow particles from our mouth to go forward. So it's just an extra precaution to try to keep everybody safe. We'll also be receiving communion on the hand, not on the tongue, as just kind of an extraordinary means to once again keep people safe. For communion, I just ask you, if you're able to, bring hand sanitizer, you could just sanitize your hands. That would be one extra little precaution that I think would also be helpful. Well, anyway, how about we just go into the church to talk about some of the other things that pertain to how this will all work. So as you come into church, things will look just like they looked before, even though it's been a while. Let me take you around, though, and show you exactly kind of how this will all work so you can feel more comfortable. Aha! You can see these face masks. Our parishioners have been busy sewing extra face masks. We probably won't have enough for everybody, so you definitely bring your own. But if you don't have one, we can hopefully provide you one. So that helps very much so in allowing, not necessarily protecting yourself, but protecting other people from different moisture particles that would come from your mouth. So let's now go in and check out the church itself. So we now enter into the church. Let's see how it will work. So as we come in, you can see we still have our church here. And every other pew, as you can see here, is marked to not sit in that pew. This allows for social distancing, so that when you come in, everybody will be able to be spread out, by 6 feet. We'll sit on the ends of the rows. If you're a couple or a family, you can take one end, and somebody else will take the other end, and we'll be able to get really quite a few people in church. You'll also notice, if you look over here in the niches, we'll be able to get several people along the sides, as well as maybe some families by the baptismal font and underneath the stairwells. So we can kind of maximize our space by really spreading out. For communion, how will that work? I'm actually going to come to you on Sundays. So you can just stay in your pew and you can cross your arms, and that'll be an opportunity to tell me that you don't want to receive communion, but otherwise I'll just go to everybody and give them communion. If there happens to be more people and some people need to go to the center of the longer aisles, then I'll actually come down the empty aisle to you so you don't have to leave. But for daily Mass, let me go show you how that will work. For daily Mass, what you'll actually do is line up in a single file. And as you can see, there are these blue tape lines that will give you the opportunity to be spaced as you come up. The first Sundays, once again, us clerics will actually come to you, so you don't have to worry about that. It's going to be awesome to be back in Mass, but we want everybody to be safe. And so I really ask you to follow all of these norms, and we'll have a beautiful, holy time. God bless you.